All right. Thank you for signing this video release form. I really do appreciate that.
No problem.
All right. And I just wanted to now tell you we're going to transition from the physical exam to exploring your intake form and your needs a little, and take a look at a little bit at your needs a little bit deeper, and just to see if about behavior and lifestyle factors and if you're ready to make any changes. So I really want to thank you for completing this intake form. Um, how are important are your goals to you? And did filling this form out help you discover any things about yourself?
Um, well, my goals are very important. I I'm getting older, and the older I get, the harder my habits will be harder to change. And I really want to make a lifestyle change now, so that later it'll be the good habits that I have and releasing my bad habits. What was their next question?
My other question was, did you while filling this form out, did you discover anything about yourself or anything about your family history or stuff, anything like that?
No, not really. Not anything I needed to. I mean, all the stuff I already knew, and which is why I want to change anyway.
Okay, not a problem. So, uh, I know one thing that you mentioned on your goals uh, was to lose weight and optimal health, and a little bit about bruising of the skin. You mentioned about that.
Yeah, I mean, I just noticed that my skin, like scarring, like my skin, I never used to scar, and now I feel like if I get a scratch, I can see it even after it's healed. And I don't like that. So I want to get my skin back up to where it was once upon a time.
Okay, no, not an issue. And then I know you also mentioned previously that you don't get a lot of fruits and vegetables in your diet, and you definitely want to incorporate that in. Do you know of like how you would want to go about doing that, or what are some ways that we can get that into your life?
Um, Prepping, food prepping.
Okay.
I need to find days that and have less things to do to prep so I can eat better. I mean, I guess it just takes more planning on my part.
All right. And uh, you said weight loss is a big thing for you. I know you said you played sports before, so you were a little more active. You know, how do you feel? How do you feel about your current status right now with that?
With what?
With working on your weight loss?
I'm not working on it right now.
Okay.
That's why I'm doing this so that can get a plan. I mean, because working out without eating properly isn't going to do anything for me. It's not going to help me reach my goal.
Okay. All right. And let's just talk about like a regular day of eating for you. How does that? What does that look like? So what's a regular day for you?
I wake up
Around what time you would say?
right now, anytime. I
Okay.
mean, I wake up separately during the night because of the newborn. But when I finally wake up for the day, maybe around, depending on what we have to do, I'm going to say 10, 11, around that time. Most times I don't eat breakfast. Um, I hardly ever eat breakfast, to be honest, because I'm trying to catch up on as much sleep as possible. So um, I don't really eat breakfast. I might have my first meal 4 to 5 hours after I've woken up.
Okay.
Um, and it might be a breakfast meal, it might not. It just depends on what I have in the fridge. It might be fast food, just whatever happens. I mean, I don't, I'm not really planning right now. So let's say I eat cereal. Um, then I might I might not eat again until like 10 p.m. around that time, and I eat dinner, whatever it is, and then that's it.
Sporadic. So like a little bit of sporadic eating throughout
Yeah,
the every, and it's like this every other, like every day it's like this.
most days, yeah.
Most days it's sporadic eating. Okay. All right. And I noticed like the sleep is on and off because due to the newborns.
Hmm.
All right. All right. And that's probably not going to change for a little bit of time, we think, or we might get a
Hopefully,
nice little pattern.
we might get into a nice little pattern. But right now, I mean, when I get to work, it'll probably be even more structured. But right now, it's just kind of, I'm winging it.
Okay. All right. Well, now with all of this information being displayed, how does this all of this make you feel? With I would just like identifying the weight loss and the the diet and how everything is a little bit sporadic and trying to work on your optimal health. How does all of this make you feel?
I mean, right now, I feel crappy because I know I should be doing better. So, I mean, this is giving me the motivation that I feel like I need in order to get my life together so that I can get a plan in action before I go back to work. So it'll be easier to keep the schedule that I have set for myself.
Okay, all right, no worries. We're gonna definitely try to work on a plan for that with you. Um, Now, are you ready for change? I mean, is this something that changes are definitely two parts to making change. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how ready are you for change?
About a 9, 8, 9.
Okay, 8 or 9. All right, for change. All right. So which do you said, I think you mentioned to me, or we mentioned that you saw these your goals are making changes important to you. So there's two parts to it: importance and then confidence. So do you feel that which goal do you feel is more important? Because that you said
But being healthy is more important
okay,
because I have kids that I have to live for. So,
okay. So scale of 1 to 10, 10, right?
10, yeah.
Yeah, 10. Okay. Optimal health, optimal nutrition. Okay, and then the weight loss scale of 1 to 10.
It's right behind it, like
Right.
a 8, 9.
Okay, right behind it. All right. So also confidence level. Like how confident do you feel about making these changes on a scale of 1 to 10?
No, the confidence level on making the changes, it's a little iffy right now. I want to gain more confidence in it, but I would place it right now at like a 5, 6.
Okay. It's not bad. We can definitely bring that up over time. You know, Rome wasn't built in a day, so
You like that?
definitely, yeah, it's everything takes time. Um, and motivated. How motivated do you feel on a scale of 1 to 10?
I mean, right now I feel very motivated, but that doesn't mean tomorrow I will.
Okay, yeah,
Um, that motivation comes and goes for me because I get lazy, honestly speaking. But trying to use my kids as the motivator
okay, and
to get healthy.
they're gonna be here, so that's definitely
Yeah,
something
so
that we definitely want to look forward to. Okay. Um, all right. Now that we have gone through this nutrition care, um, and we've identified and explored the nutrition problems that you might be having, in our next session, I would think that we should meet in about 2 weeks, like we agreed earlier, and
mhm.
then we can identify and probably make recommendations for your next visit.
Okay.
All right. So
Are there any things that I need to do in the meantime?
in the meantime, we are going to figure out certain things that you can work on in the in between
Habit
our
wise.
yeah that have horizon that we'll be meeting into the next
Okay.
visit. All right.
All right.